Let's do it, brother.
Here we go.
I think we got it.
Watch
I know the
Zay
direction.
Flowers.
I know the direction you want to go.
You definitely
Jake.
know. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man!
Wow, one pick.
before us. Dalton
Dalton Kincaid on the board.
I like Dalton Kincaid a lot. I've been seeing a lot of mocks with him being selected. Let's take a look at tackles as well again here, Mike.
Yep.
Just because.
Tackles, guards, and I'm thinking linebacker. Do you agree with that, Jake?
Yeah, that's probably the right play here.
You still have Osiris Torrance on the board.
Okay. So that's interesting.
Yeah, you got to remember how the guard looks after the first round. It's basically nothing.
Yeah.
There's not much available. Yeah, Steve Avila too, who I really like, but that's probably a stretch for him.
Yeah.
But honestly, here's my thing. It's like it looks like a stretch because you see right now the rankings and the average draft position and stuff like that. But if that's the guy you want, I think you go and take him. You know what I mean? Like you don't. So I like Osiris Torrance. I definitely do. I just feel like we've, just based on what the Bills have done, they've tried to sort of solidify that position by signing these free agents.
Right.
So to me, it's like now it's a numbers game. And I still agree that it's a need. The interior O-line is still obviously a glaring need because these guys really haven't proven anything just yet either. So, this is tough. And the thing is, too, you sign Connor McGovern to the deal that you sign him to. You expect him to start.
Right.
Guy making $7 to $8 million a year, you expect that guy to start, right? So,
yep.
And Ryan Bates is going to be the other guy, it sounds like. So, you're not taking a guy in the first round, although the Bills do it all the time. They took another kid out of Florida last year, Kyrie Elam, in the first round. Started maybe half the season, Now,
remember this, though, Jake, that Steve Avila has the ability to play center as well. He was a center.
Which I love.
He was a center. So if you're looking at versatility, I think that Steve Avila is the guy that you have to go after because he can play right guard. He can also play center. Just depends on what you do with Mitch Morse this year. And I believe he would be the guy that I would go after here if I was looking for a guard. Now,
absolutely. I think he offers the most versatility, like you said, and just that alone is huge. His size is not bad either. I think
like Bates isn't even top 15 at his position. So if you could, even though he makes like $4 or $5 million a year, you can upgrade him because you got to think like we want to win now. Bates is not really the greatest at his position. If we have a chance to upgrade him, we have to think about it. So yeah, I mean they're talking like he's the guy, but I mean if you were the GM, wouldn't you be like, well, I'm not happy with his play, even though I paid him. Maybe I can at least bring this guy in who can earn the job, and it might even boost Bates to play at a higher level because he might just be comfortable. Like Spencer Brown's comfortable. Bates might be comfortable because there's nobody to compete with him because everybody else is on the same level or a little bit worse. So that's why I think about guard is like, you got McGovern on the left solidified, but the right side completely still in shambles. So
my only other pitch to you here, Brett, is Darnell Wright out of Tennessee because that's a guy that we have not taken in the first round, and the Bills just brought him in for a visit. So I like him a lot. I don't think it's a stretch here by any means because you see him going at about 30 to 31 in a lot of drafts anyways. That right tackle position. I mean, there is probably some availability with Matthew Bergeron, guys like Jalen Duncan in the second round.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I just think right now it's about the first two rounds is going to be about protecting Josh Allen, or either that or getting him the right prospects,
a weapon
or something like that. Just figuring out how to get the ball out of Josh Allen's hands and into the playmaker's hands, or how to protect him. So if I'm looking at players that are on the board, I'm looking at how can I solidify the front five in front of Josh Allen? Where can I plug and play and put somebody in there? So, or what weapon can I get him? So it's up to you, Jake. I'm going to leave it up to you if you wanted to go with Steve Avila or if you want to go with a tackle in Darnell Wright. I'm totally okay with either way. I think whatever guy you believe can make Josh Allen's protection better, I'm okay with it.
let's roll the dice. Let's go Darnell Wright. Let's just do it. We're both taking
I like
tackles in the first round.
Let's switch
I like
it up.
it.
Let's
I like
do it. Darnell Wright it is.
Welcome to the Buffalo Bills, Darnell Wright.
And Mike, if we just have 2 minutes at the end, I just want to test the system. Do a mock draft and just pick the top person at each round and see if it
And
gives
see
you
what
an
it
A
says.
every time.
Yeah.
And then we'll know
Yeah.
it's just based off of the the number.
Julie is available in the second round here. That's
You guys
I
just
know
tell me
that's
what you want
interesting.
to
We
see.
haven't seen that.
interesting. Yeah. It's interesting. isn't it?
If you go to guard 2, Mike, just curious, it's probably going to be
Yes.
So it's exactly what we thought.
Whippler's
So
not even there anymore.
That's
Yep.
brutal. Now we could get some good value with Jackson Kirkland later on, maybe in the 4th round,
Yeah.
which I would not mind one bit because he gives you the ability to actually play tackle at times. He's got the size.
Could you see what wide receivers are available too?
Yeah, let's see receivers.
I'm
There's
just
a kid
curious.
that I've been targeting. So I mentioned his name earlier, A.T. Perry, who I really like a lot. Fits Mike's criteria. He's actually so his roster had him listed as 6'5", but he's actually 6'3". Production though, look at his production. 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. I think he actually weighed in a little heavier than 198. I think he was actually a little over 200, Mike. He ran 4.4, could play slot, can play outside, can get separation. Really, really good route runner, really good hands. And he's not going to be available in the 3rd round. I can tell you that. So that's the guy I'm eyeing up. Brett, I'm going to let you make the call on this one though. I want to hear your pitch.
Yeah, I like A.T. Perry. There's another receiver in Rashee Rice out of SMU. He's another kid. I don't remember his measures though, but he had 1,000-yard season for SMU, and I believe it was like the first time in 20 years that a receiver from SMU had over 1,000 yards. So he's another guy that has the production as well. Now the competition that he went up against was not the best, but watching him grow from his sophomore year all the way up until his senior year, he's only gotten better each and every year. And having him go from having Sonny Dykes last year to having another guy I can never remember his name, but he was the offensive coordinator for the Miami Hurricanes last year, and having him come in and be the coach, he got even better this year. So I'm looking for either a playmaker for Josh Allen here, or I'm also looking at edge or a linebacker if there's a good linebacker available too.
Yeah, curious to see what the linebackers look like. Okay, Andre Carter too. That's an interesting prospect. Kid out of Army. He actually had a basically file for his. Oh, your boy's available too, Nick Herbig. The story's fascinating about Andre Carter because he has 1st round talent, but the whole. I don't know if he actually received approval or not. Sean, you'd probably know a little bit more about that.
I think he did receive approval.
Okay,
they're going to waive it until after he's done with his NFL career, from what I believe.
Gotcha.
Now, Sean, if you tell me otherwise, let me know. But
that's why I mean, there's an age limit of when you can enlist or be in. So I think it's 32. So if he plays for 15 years, then he just avoids being in the military altogether. So I don't know, because like I said, it's never really happened. So it's an interesting scenario, because when you sign up and you go to the academy, you're literally signing a contract saying you're going to go into the service. Again, not many people from the Army, from the academies in general, Navy, Air Force, whatever, don't go to the NFL because they just aren't as talented, or they just have the duty to serve. But in this case, this guy's going to be, like you said, a 1st round talent. So maybe they make exceptions, and I don't think he's unpatriotic or a bad person for going to the NFL instead, because he might only play 5 years and be like, oh, you know what, I want to go back into service. I mean, look at Pat Tillman. He played, and then he became an Army Ranger. So I think he wasn't expecting to go pro when he joined and signed up for the Army, and then now he's like, well, this is an opportunity. I can join the Army anytime. Like, you could go down the street and knock on a door and say, hey, you can join the Army, and then they probably could. And so I think it's an awesome opportunity for him. I don't see them saying no, that you can't have the opportunity to go to the NFL. But I think I don't know how it works with if they put it on pause and then you play your rookie contract and then you got to go. I don't know how that stuff works, but I do know there's an age limit of when you can enlist, and I know he'd be an officer. He wouldn't be enlisted, so I don't know if it's much different, but I don't know. It'll be interesting, but good for him though. I mean, it's he did a great thing signing up for the being able to getting into the academy. I know I'm ranting now, but I knew a guy from my hometown, my school. He had he's very intelligent. He went to try to be a doctor. I think he did succeed in that, but he had like 100 average in high school. He did like every single advanced class. He did 3 sports, drama club, president, everything that you could do, and he got denied from the academy with basically an 100 average from 9th grade to senior year, and he got denied. So it's insanely difficult to get even approved to go to the school in general. So that's great for Andre that he was able to do that, and even awesome that you could still have the opportunity to be in the NFL. But
and no relation, by the way, to the great defensive end / linebacker Andre Carter, played in the league not too long ago.
Yeah.
49ers, Patriots, a couple other teams mixed in there. But all right, Brett, what do you think, man? I'm going to let you make this pick.
Oh, man. I'm going edge, though. You sold me on edge. And
shoot.
I'm looking at either
Rasheed.
I'm looking at either Andre Carter or Nick Herbig, and I'm going to go with Andre Carter.
When you got Thule there still in the 3rd.
I know, that's crazy.
Man.
Bring the Army, bring the officer in.
I'm going to bring the officer in just
because
of Sean McDermott. I think that he would fit what Sean likes, and he's a military guy. So let's bring in Andre Carter.
Yeah, you know he's got a great work ethic.
Welcome to the Buffalo Bills, Andre Carter, the second.
Nothing more patriotic than playing for the Buffalo Bills.
Exactly, red, white, and blue.
Baby.
True red, white, and blue.
Oh.
Ooh, Garrett Williams always makes me think whenever I
know it does.
I think about it too.
Interesting too, guys. You see the needs now. It just says DB for us, which is really definitely don't agree with that. But okay, I think you got to take a look at receivers. I'm curious to see who's available right now.
I completely agree with you. Parker Washington available.
Yeah, I love Parker. I like Keyshawn Boot as well. Jaden Reed, big fan. He offers return value. Xavier Hutchinson. Me and Mike took him in ours last time around.
Do you want to see what defensive tackles are available too?
Yeah. Let's take a look at that too.
And then linebackers.
Yep. D tackles and then linebackers. Okay, our boy Morrow's there too. Surprised no one took him actually in their.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Kobe Turner, I like him a lot, but he's a 4th rounder in my opinion.
Dorian Williams available again. I mean,
yeah, I love that kid.
This is just plug and play now.
It is.
Is this your 3rd? Is this wow?
This is the 3rd round.
My vote is Jaden Reed, receiver out of Michigan State.
I like that pick. I would go either Parker Washington or Jaden Reed.
It's hard for me to make this choice because I'm a Penn State fan too. But Mike, he doesn't quite fit your criteria. But with cleats, he's about 6 foot. So,
can you look at the height for Parker Washington? Because I think isn't he the same height? Or
Parker's about the same. Parker is very similar to Golden Tate.
Yeah.
So that's what you're getting with him. I think the biggest thing that's going to sell the Bills is really Yak. And now that I'm thinking more about it, maybe Parker's a better fit, to be honest with you. Because we're not going to use Jaden's return skills. I'll tell you that. We got way too many return guys. Well, I think Parker. How do you?
I think Parker too. All right, I'm looking at that going. What are the Buffalo Bills trying to do this year? And the biggest thing I was thinking about is they're trying to run up the clock, run up the scoreboard necessarily, not run up the clock, but get as many points on the board so that their defense can use their pass rush and then take the ball away from opposing teams. So I don't think they're necessarily going to win the time of possession battle in every game, but I'll be pretty sure that they're going to try and get the ball into the end zone on every single drive. So
that's right.
Let's grab a number 2. I like that.
It's a good pick. All right. Well, tight ends maybe, and then you look at defensive tackles again.
Tight end. I did actually
Look at guards because Jackson.
Yeah, I was just about to say guard. If Andrew Voorhees is available here in the 4th round, which I think he will be, I would.
Yeah, torn ACL, Brett.
Get taken. Well,
Jackson Kirkland, though.
he was taken already. So I mean,
Jackson Kirkland.
I was just thinking about 4th round players that could, maybe have a redshirt year.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's a fair choice. Yeah,
I just don't know if we're in that because Bean and McDermott, this is their obviously my opinion doesn't matter, but this is like their last hoorah, in my opinion. If they fail the draft and another 1st or 2nd round exit, I think they gotta they're in the hot seat. So
one of the two of them would have to be in the hot seat.
Yeah. So I don't know if they would pick Voorhees. Oh, that would make sense. I get that. I'd agree. You gotta think about the
normal
year
situation. Yeah.
Such
I love Jackson Kirkland.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Jackson Kirkland available. I like that. Even Chandler
Zavala. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check that out, Mike. You're gonna love that.
Yeah.
Playing weight's about 335 too. So.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brett?
Yeah. Either way, I mean Jackson Kirkland or Zavala. I mean either one I'm okay with. I'm looking at the schools. I think Washington better school. I like that. I've heard more about Jackson Kirkland than I have about Chandler Zavala, and I would go after Kirkland in my opinion.
All right, send it, baby.
Welcome to the Buffalo Bills, Jackson Kirkland.
Could have got that guard from Notre Dame. They're always bred good.
Yeah, I like Jared Patterson too. Yeah. He offers some good value too.
They're like a Wisconsin great O-line school.
Yep. What about linebackers? Yikes.
Yeah. We still haven't taken the linebacker.
I know. Okay.
Cam Jones available.
Cam Jones is not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about. Did we talk about? Did Mike? Did you pick Mohammed?
He's a tackling machine. This kid.
Yeah.
From Utah. It sounds like we talked about him.
No, I didn't.
You good with Cam Jones, Brett?
I'm okay with Cam Jones here. Just curious what defensive tackles are available because we haven't taken the defensive tackle either.
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking at those two positions.
Keandre Coburn.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be bad either.
I still go after
Broderick.
Cam Jones.
Maybe we take Broderick in the next round if he's available.
Yeah. I think he'll be available.
Oh,
let's do it. Let's send it and take Cam Jones.
Who are you taking?
Cam Jones.
Yep. Okay. I like it.
You know who's going to be there? Stetson Bennett.
I know.
Man.
No, Mike. Now we get to influence their last pick.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll see.
I don't know. He might not. Broderick was taken.
Ah, son of a gun.
We're in that weird position in drafting where it's like it's too early to take them in the round that we're in, but then they're always gone by the time we get to the next round.
Yeah.
Jake Andrews is nice too.
Stetson's available
there.
Yeah, Drew Scruggs too.
I see them like people talk about him going to us a lot, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
I think we met with him.
We did.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. Bobo,
yeah.
And his name is Jake, so you can't really.
I know.
Yeah.
Gonna be a tough receiver room to crack this year, I think.
It is.
Well, the Bills are gonna be like, how can we? We're gonna pick the guy from Sean's college in the 6th round. We're gonna find a diamond in the rough.
Oh man.
Where do you want to look, guys?
I'm thinking here, and Jake, if you want to make a different decision, I'm thinking either cornerback, or I'm also thinking of possibly doubling down and grabbing another linebacker too.
Sure. Let's take a look at him.
I'm interested to see if these quarterbacks get drafted, because then it could be an opportunity to pick one of them up as an undrafted free agent, just to have like backup. You know,
the other position?
Third quarterback.
Corner, Mike.
Corner.
Cam Brown.
Yeah, I was just thinking Cam Brown.
Not bad.
Didn't have the best.
Right on the line there, Mike. It's a pound off and you're good.
Yeah, but playing against some big names in college. I mean,
Yeah.
at Penn or at Ohio State, you know, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he played against some good talent, that's for sure.
Jim Kelly wants us to get a running back.
I know. Hey, Servosia is there too. But,
yeah, I was just about to say Servosova is still there.
I feel good
There he
about
is.
it. You know, we could go take him. He's very. I mean, as
double
aggressive as
down.
they
I
come.
mean, double down. Why not?
Yeah,
That's my boy there.
he's got that like rover tendency too, which I really love.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, Jake.
Look at that score of a 90.6. My goodness.
Yeah, I think we go Servosia. We got that's Sean's boy. Let's do it.
I agree.
That would be
All
great.
right. Welcome to the Buffalo Bills.
Beautiful.
And I would be okay with either one of them, Servosova or Cam Brown.
Cam
Either
Brown,
one of those picks, I'm perfectly fine with.
Do the Falcons have 2 picks in a row? It looks
Yes,
like
I think so.
the Chiefs got 2 picks in a row too.
You want to talk about making moves? The Falcons. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
They just signed Calais Campbell too.
Oh,
You got an F?
Oh, man.
oh,
Get out of here!
oh my goodness,
Oh,
boys.
my.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yikes!
Wow, D plus.
That's crazy to me. But
Bean
How do you give an
and
F for Darnell Wright? That's
Bean
insane.
and McDermott are fired on the spot the next day.
That's an
Ownership
F for
says this is
fantastic.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
That is an
tough.
F for fantastic. It's freaking
Yeah, I know.
fantastic.
I know.
pick.
Freaking
That's what I'm thinking,
fantastic.
too.
I've said that. Yes.
and I
Wow.
think I think Servosia is right where he needs to be in the 6th round. I don't know. I don't think that's a D. And
What the
then
hell is that?
Kirkland, I think because they had him in the 5th round, but I think that's a great value there as well.
This is, according to PFF, this is a draft that they would say is awful. But in my opinion, I'm going to say something about PFF. I hope you're watching this podcast because your D plus stands for don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you
But
were going elsewhere. but I
Nobody
like
listens to what you're talking about. So I'm going to stick with this draft. I think this is a solid C plus draft.
it. Okay.
And I think
I
it can
like that.
only get better too. So I'll say a C plus in my opinion, but it's going to be a draft class that's good.
After my dad said that Jake and I always put some icing on things and try to smooth it over, I'm going to be real with this one. I'm disappointed in this draft, and it's a C for crap. Sorry, I'm going with that.
Mike, you gotta do
Yes.
the quick just pick the top guy every round and see what happens, just to see what they give you.